Okay. Hey. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, there we go already. That's just nerves.
No pressure. There's no right or wrong answer. You just being yourself as always.
Right.
So, if you don't mind, can you state your name, full name for the camera?
Benjamin Lee Thurman.
Benjamin Lee Thurman.
Yes, sir.
And where are you from?
Akron, Ohio. Born and raised right here on the east side.
That's right.
Few blocks away.
A few blocks away. So you're born and raised in Akron, Ohio. What is our relation?
Grandson, grandpa.
Yeah.
Step.
Kinda.
Kinda.
I knew nothing but you, right? Kinda. But so
yeah,
this project, as I was kind of explaining earlier, is about fatherhood. It's important to me that I give the roses that are due, give the flowers that are due to the father figures in my life that had an impact on me as I grew up. And whether it was me going to the military or trying to start a business, what was your relationship with your father?
Oh, fantastic. My dad and I, we were close as a dad and a son could be. To me, in my eyesight, he was the best. Now, he was very quiet guy. And growing up, I always said that my dad was the glue in the family. No. What I call it, he was the provider. Dad was the provider. And mom was the glue.
Okay.
That held everything together. But my dad, he worked for the State Highway Department. He retired from there. And when speaking of work, it comes to my mind that he was there perhaps some close to 40 years,
wow,
if I remember correctly. And if I'm not mistaken, he missed 3 or 4 days work out of all those years. And that was because he had the flu. And he didn't go to work. But he loved baseball. He played with Satchel Paige.
I don't even know who that is.
You know?
No.
Black in the old Negro League.
Okay. I'm gonna look him up.
Yeah, sure. Look at Satchel Paige.
Okay. So he's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He lived. He didn't get in the in our league, American League or National League.
Your dad?
Play.
Satchel
Paige.
Okay.
Yeah. No, Dad, he played. But he didn't get into the Negro League.
But he was pretty good.
Oh yeah, he was good.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sorry, what is your dad's name?
Silas.
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 Thurman?
Thurman.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
And things just keep popping in my mind. When I was a youngster, and Dad be sitting around, and he'd have a game on a little old TV, about that big, little black and white TV. And he'd be watching the game, and then he'd have a radio right here on a table with another game on the radio. And he'd tell you everything that was going on in both of them games.
Wow.
He could do that. That used to amaze me. And I'd be sitting there with him, and I want to get up, move around and just do whatever, Where you going, boy? Come on back here. And I said, I'll be back, Dad.
Yeah.
I'll be back. But we had good times together.
And so did your mother and father stay together pretty much?
Oh, yeah.
Do it all?
Oh, yeah.
How long was that?
How long? Woo! Mom was 95 when she passed. Dad died younger. He was, if I'm not mistaken, Dad was in his late 70s, I believe. Because my brother and I, we talk about it sometime, how we've outlasted him. I'm 87, and my brother is 89.
Okay. He's a year older than you?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
And so, yeah, Dad left us in his 70s. So they were, golly. I think I can remember him talking about they were really, really young when they got married down on the farm.
Yeah. I mean, back in the day, they could have got married at 14, 15.
Yeah,
16.
really, yeah. That wasn't unusual.
Exactly. That was a normal thing.
Yeah, back then. So, you know, I would, 50, 60 years, I would imagine something like that.
Yeah. And so how old were you when he passed away?
Let's see. Because I was working out at PPG out in Twinsburg. And they called me and, you know, said that he was bad. He did well. He wasn't the kind of guy that the Lord just blessed him and he wasn't down. Like I said, he missed in 3-4 days out of 40 years.
Which is insane.
That's
a Lou Gehrig record right there.
Right.
Yeah.
So he had a garden out in the back. And he was very regimented. And he was small framed like I am. And so he was out in his garden. And every morning around 10 o'clock, 10:30, he would come in and take his break. So this particular morning was just like any other. And he came in and sat down in his chair and taking his little break. And he was gone. They said, Mom said he didn't grunt, he didn't groan, or he just, you know, like he'd take a little nap, and that was it. He was gone. And that made me think about when he would work in his garden. And like I said, 12 o'clock, he had a built-in clock. We would be over there. I would go over there, over to the house. They live right over Welton.
Okay.
Excuse me. And I would run in. I made it a habit to run in there every day. If it was at all possible, I would run in and holler at him every day. And I knew that my mom, she wasn't going to remember. She had dementia. And, but I said, the point is that I was there. And if I was there for 5 minutes or an hour, she enjoyed me while I was there. And that's what mattered to me.
Yeah.
So I would go over, and if I was there in the afternoon, he used to tickle me. Like I said, we'd be doing something. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, gosh, boy, it's time to eat. So, so it's 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
So that was it. That was it. He knew. Same way early in the morning. He'd had that cup of coffee. I can't remember what time, but the same time. Every day. Man, that guy was something. He was something.
Yeah.
But, and he had a work ethic. You know, when it's time to work, You got something to do it.
Yeah.
And don't go around, when we were youngsters, saying you're going to do this and do that. And then you don't show. Or if you do halfway, do it and stuff like that,
Yeah.
And he used to tell us, I remember he would tell us about how much your name means. He said that you'll learn as you grow older that your name means an awful lot. And people will judge you by that as well as other things in life. So he used to tell us that a lot, and don't go running up and down the street acting a fool,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. I have, some of the traits that he had. They tell me I'm a lot like he was. Although now most of our family is gone. Yeah, my brother and I, we're the oldest guys left. And we don't have many cousins, so most everybody's gone. But he instilled that in us.
Yeah.
How you might not think about it now as a kid. He said, but as you grow older, and people that say, oh, that guy Ben Thurman. I said, oh man, you don't want to fool with him, He ain't nothing doing but talking a whole bunch of mess. I feel that I have been tremendously blessed to come from where we came from. We didn't have money, but the Lord provided for it. Like I said, he just instilled in us the will to want to do right by them, meaning mom and dad, and we had two sisters. They were older, they're gone. And in our home, like I said, we didn't have much money, but our house was filled with love. Every day the Lord let us live and breathe. It was just love, love, love between the four of us, four of the siblings and mom and dad.
Yeah.
So I feel that I was really, really blessed the way I came up.
What about you as a dad?
Yeah, I have a son, Ben Jr.
Okay.
Well, Benji.
Yep.
Down in Kentucky.
I think I met him a couple times.
Yeah. But he was adopted.
Okay.
Yeah, he was adopted. And of course, he was so young, I think there's a picture up there of him. He was months old when we adopted him. So, I tried to instill in him, the things that my dad did with me.
Yeah.
And that made me think, Austin, it's somehow stuff just come to you, bad as my mind is. Some years ago, he's 52. I think he's 52. But a few years ago, we were talking, and it really blessed me. He was saying, Dad, he said that something to the effect, he said, I really appreciate the way you raised me. He said, you made me stay on the right track and taught me this and taught me that. And he said that I really appreciate that. And Austin, when you're dad, and you say, no, son, don't do that. Don't do that. You do it this way and that way. And you say, you know, well, he might have been listening or he might not have been listening. And now then, excuse me, when something like that happens, just the two of you just talking, father and son, he says something like that, that makes me stop and think. And I said, well, he was listening.
Mm.
And man, that make you feel so good.
What were some of the struggles that you had as a dad, and also those challenges that maybe came along with those relationships, those new relationships with young men and women?
Yeah. Oh, it was challenging. It wasn't a piece of cake. Mm-mm. I say that because of the marital situation. So I think I mentioned to you about the flower shop downtown. And people say, you know, how did it go and all that. I said, hey, it was doing good. And then I said, you know, failed marriage, failed business. So that's what happened. It was difficult at times, but I really feel that Benji, he wanted to be like me. I really believe that, that he wanted to. And as I look at him today, I can see that he is. His ideals and what he believes in and things such as that. But yeah, it wasn't an easy go. But the love between he and myself, you know, we just made it work. We made it work, and you know, we did great.
When you met Grandma Jackie, how old was my dad, Brett, and Paula?
Well, Grandma and I, we go way back. Way back. And we were, what, 14, 15, somewhere, something like that. I got a scar on the back of my hand. I was in metal shop at school. So just like that right there, the door was open to the metal shop. Mr. DeWitt was the teacher.
Okay.
So I'm doing something on the drill press. I don't remember what I was working on. But anyway, she come down the hall. And I look up and I said, man, she is hooked up. So that, I just say that because we was kids, you know. We was kids. But we went way back. But now what happened? We got out of school. I joined the service. And I think she married Bob not too long after graduation from East High. And I was gone. And she married Bob. And all through the years, I never forgot about it. Never ever forgot about it. And so I was home one time and I saw she and Paula, she was a little girl. They were up on Arlington waiting for the bus, if I'm not mistaken. And anyway, sometime after that, we were talking and I told her, I said, I saw you and your daughter. And she said, well, why didn't you, you know, come and say hello or whatever? I said, no. I said, no, no, no. I said, Bob be looking for you. So I said, no. See, he went to school with, we all went to school
Okay, so
together.
you knew him before too. Y'all were
Oh,
all
yeah. We all went to school together.
Okay.
Up and down these streets.
Wow.
All here together, yeah. So, but anyway, come to find out, they was having issues. They started to have problems. And so after that, somehow, we would, see each other and talk a little bit. But I told her way at the onset, I said, hey, I can't, do this and that,
Yeah.
I said, no, no, no. I can't remember. But anyway, I was saying, no, no, no. And so then, we got to talking, and over time, we hit it off again, and that was it. I let that go. I can't put it together.
No worries.
I can't
So
remember.
to move forward a little bit, you raised Benji, and then you end up remarrying grandma. Her kids are grown. What was that like for you? What was that like being with their mom? Now they're all adults and they got their own families and things like that. Did you guys end up having like a cool relationship?
Yeah. But I suppose like with most kids, it was a little dicey in the beginning.
Yeah.
Here come this guy messing with my mama. But it didn't take long. No, it didn't take long for them, to come around.
Yeah.
And we had a beautiful relationship,
I have one more question for you. What does Father's Day mean to you?
Oh, how can I say it? Well, it means so much in the sense that I think about Benji, and I say that out of all of the little kids that were at that time being adopted, I've told him this. I said, out of all of the kids, somehow the Lord saw fit that you and I should be together. I said, now in my mind, that's a blessing. And that is a tremendous responsibility on me. What I need to do to raise you in a right manner. I said, but like I said, on the other hand, it's a blessing. And it turned out to be.
Yeah.
Throughout the years. We like any father and son.
Right.
Everything not peaches and cream. But, overall, we got a beautiful relationship.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just talked to him this morning. But yeah, it meant the world to me to be a dad.
Yeah.
It meant the world to me to have that responsibility. Say, now you got to do this, guy, you got to do that. Nobody but you. So it was a tremendous responsibility, and I've taught him through the years, in life, period. I've always been one. And here again, I've been blessed in that if I tell him, I said, you want something done right in your mind, well, you do it yourself. You don't go asking somebody, would you do this or do that?
Yeah.
You know, you do it. And if you mess it up, you do it again.
Yeah.
You do it again.
Yeah.
And eventually, the day will come that you're going to do it right. And that's going to bring peace and harmony to you.
Yeah.
When you figured it out. Ain't nobody tell you how to do it.
Yeah.
You did it. That make you feel good about you. I'm just thankful, you know, for him, that he's my son and I'm his dad. It's so, so special. I recall one time I came home from work and his mom was out in the garage. She was going to paint, do something. I can't remember what. But anyway, he had gotten into the paint. And so I come up and got out of the car and he come running over to me and he had paint dripping off his hands. He's a little guy. And he looked at me, he said, Dad, 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 Dad. And paint just running. I'll never forget that. Man, that little guy had paint running all over everywhere. But, you know, just things you look back on in life, you know. And they just bring joy.
Absolutely.
They just bring joy, yeah.
Well, I appreciate you having this conversation with me.
Sure.
It means a
My
lot.
pleasure.